So, of course, when your name gets mentioned in conversations in South Africa, aside from you being the Chief Justice, you are synonymous with the State Capture Commission of Inquiry. And I think that's how many South Africans first got to know you in some ways. Looking back on that experience, I mean, the commission has become this watershed moment in South Africa, and it's become a really key moment in the country's recent history, and will continue to be that going forward. For you personally, having been so intricately involved with that process, what were some of the lessons that you learnt during that experience on a sort of personal level? How do you feel like that experience may have changed you in any ways?
Well, that experience strengthened my resolve to be part of the fight against corruption, because I had this evidence that was unraveled during the investigations, and one saw how money that was meant to be used for taxpayers to build roads, to build clinics, to build schools, and so on, was lost through corruption. And you think about the challenges that a lot of communities face without bridges, and you have places where kids can't go to school if it's raining because there is no bridge. The school is on the other side of the river. So it strengthened my resolve, but it also underlined the importance of the rule of law, and that also how important it is that in an inquiry such as that the chairperson should and all concerned should seek to treat everyone fairly. There would always be accusations that you're not treating so-and-so fairly or whatever, but in the end, if you are satisfied that you are treating people fairly, it's fine, because those accusations will be made maybe in the hope that you will end up treating certain people in a special way, but you have to have your own standard, and if you are satisfied that you are being fair, then that's fine.
And the most challenging part of that role, I mean, and I appreciate that must be a difficult question because it must have been challenging on many levels. but some of the most difficult things for you to.
Well, the most difficult position was when the former president walked out of the commission. And I had to make a decision as to what should happen. As you might recall, I think he walked out on a Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I think Thursday, 19 November 2020, if I recall correctly. And I announced that I would reflect on the developments and over the weekend, and would announce early the following week what would happen. And I used that weekend to reflect and as to what should happen. And then on the Monday, I announced what we would do. Of course, later on, even after we obtained an order from the Constitutional Court, he defied it. That was something completely unexpected. I never thought that somebody I would have never thought that anybody would ever defy an order of the Constitutional Court. Not to speak of somebody who had been president of the country. There too, I had to make a decision as to what we would do, and reflected and made the decision and announced what we were going to do. It was clear to me that the matter could not be left like that. And but deciding exactly what to do was not difficult, because my approach was, what will be done is what is normally done in the courts when somebody defies an order of court. And when I announced that we would apply to the Constitutional Court for contempt of court, I emphasized that this is what gets done. So we were following what gets done when anybody does that. And then, of course, the rest is history.